So as an up-and-coming artist, dancer, model, or actor, what do you wear on red carpets when you have no budget? I'm gonna go over just that in this video. Let's go. Hey guys, what up? It's Destiny. Welcome back, and this is the LA Lifestyle on a Budget, giving you skincare, thriftwear, and a little bit of entertainment industry tips and tricks. So if that's what you're into, hit the subscribe button below. So today I want to talk a little bit about my 5 favorite thrifted red carpet outfits. So many of you, maybe you're up and coming, maybe you're brand new, maybe you're just starting to go to red carpet events and you're just a little confused on what to wear, maybe you have no budget. So I kind of wanted to go over kind of 5 of my favorite thrifted red carpet outfits that I've gotten to wear over the past couple of years, and just kind of talk about my process of picking it out, why I chose it, and just even why I decided to go with thrift items to begin with. So the first one is this red outfit. I'm gonna put the pictures up here. This red dress. Okay, so this red dress I wore to, I think it was Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week last year, I believe. And I was super stoked to wear this because this was my first year actually fully attending a Marco fashion show. I actually used to work for him, and so I had been at his fashion shows before, but I was like behind the scenes, kind of like a liaison between like the models going to like makeup and hair and, you know, wherever else. And so just me, I feel like this was almost a coming of age like time for me, like me transitioning from that person who was like the little quiet intern and then like employee kind of like doing her thing. Fast forward to me actually being able to go to the show, I was just so excited. So I need to find something so freaking fly. So I went to a couple different thrift stores and just didn't really see anything that really like stood out to me, because I really wanted something that was gonna pop off. So I went to actually the Goodwill, and I was just, you know, perusing around with my friends, seeing like what we could find. And I look and I see this long, super heavy, bright red trench looking thing. And I'm like, what is that? And it caught my eye, and I went over, and it's like super heavy. It was like corduroy, like rippled, just like massive. And I was like, what? I think it was like maybe a large or extra large or something like that. And I was like, this could be dope. I'm about to rock this out. So I was like, okay, we're gonna pair it with just like some crazy, like super high, like Asian inspired, like chunky geisha type heel. And then I decided to just put my hair out, and I think that, what was it? I think I showed it on this channel maybe like a year and a half ago when I do my thrift hauls. I mean, I'm pretty sure that thing was less than 30 bucks. But nobody at the Goodwill was checking for it. They were like, what is this Mrs. Claus looking chunky outfit thing? But I decided to rock it off the shoulder. I was like, we're gonna have like a whole Rihanna moment, like do the hair big, have it be like natural, like a little twist out. And it just turned out being amazing. Like everybody at Fashion Week loved the outfit. There's people that had like thousands and thousands of dollars like worth of like clothes and stuff on, but they loved the dress that I had on, and it was like 25 bucks or less. So you can find some really good stuff at the Goodwill. It's just which Goodwills you go to. Definitely go to the ones that are in the more expensive parts of town, and you'll find some amazing stuff. So number 2 is the green top and the black skirt. Okay, so I loved this outfit for just one of the reasons is like it wasn't too over the top. And actually I just wore that top on this channel, like I think it was last week or the week before. It's like that military green one that has like the beads, and that top I actually got at Buffalo Exchange, and I think it was like less than 15 bucks. But I was at a music kind of like listening party, a music mixer or whatever, and I had that on with like this pleather skirt that I actually got from, where did I get it from? Crossroads. Yeah, so I got the skirt from Crossroads. That again was like probably $12 or less, like just pleather, kind of really cute, kind of peplum skirt. And it just had a moment. Like I had that, and then I just had this huge like sun hat that was like on clearance at Target. And I was like, you know what? I need like a hat. I need something to just pump this up, because it's just very simple in color and structure. It's not like too sexy, it's not too crazy, but I just need like something big to kind of pop it off with. So I ended up wearing that, and then there was this photographer that was at the event, and the whole time he just kept coming over to me and was like, I love this whole look, like whatever this is. So he just kept getting like pictures of me from different angles, and then he was like emailing them to me like, oh, look at this shot that I got. And it was just a really cool moment because it was something so simple and so cheap. And there was other people there that I remember some of my homegirls being like, oh, like I'm at the mall trying to find my outfit for this mixer and blah blah blah, because there was supposed to be like some top kind of entertainment industry, like music reps and stuff there. So everybody was trying to like show out. We're all like artists trying to work our way up. but it was just like people just gravitated toward my outfit, and it was so cheap and so simple. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and just like the right accessories. I felt like some people went so overboard and had spent so much money at like BB and Guess and that sort of thing, that it was just, they almost looked too overdone, like they were trying too hard. And that's what you don't want when you're on the red carpet. You don't want to look like you tried too hard. You want to look effortless and chic and edgy, and just like all those really cool terms for the people that you love to see on the red carpet in the industry. So number 3, the orange macrame top. Okay, so this one I actually got at my local thrift store here. It's just like a little mom and pop shop, Hope of the Valley. I've talked about this store like probably at least a dozen times on this channel. As you guys have seen my thrift hauls that I do and my purse thrift hauls, like I'm gonna just link a playlist here of just thrift hauls up for y'all to check out, because I be getting some bomb stuff. But this little mom and pop shop, they have a lot of just very plain kind of generic stuff that you see dropped off at the thrift store, but it's in an area with a lot of kind of older people. So you do get some like really cool pieces from, like, let's say some moms or some grandmas from like the 60s or the 70s. Maybe they had a closet, you know, an amazing wardrobe. They always end up dropping off stuff like that there. So I always find like really cool kind of like niche, eclectic vintage pieces. So this top was actually one of them, and the bottom is actually completely frayed. So I decided to just kind of knot it in sections to give it more of like that macrame look, a little bit more of that edgy look. But the material on this thing is like, it's bomb. And then those jeans are actually vintage Guess jeans. So I was like, I was combing through the jean rack, and normally I don't find anything that fits my body type. But the second I felt the material, I was like, oh, these are good quality jeans. Grabbed them, they were high-waisted, they were straight-legged, and I was like, this is a moment. Like, I need these jeans now. And they just happened to be like my perfect freaking size. So I was like, we're doing that with a macrame top. And then that bomber kind of like long trench thing that I have, that I also got at that same thrift store. So that whole, my one trip, I think it was like maybe I was there for 2 hours, I ended up getting all these amazing pieces because I actually got myself 2 different options for this event and ended up going with the macrame one. But the bomber jacket, I think that was 15, 16 bucks, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that it was definitely less than $20. And that thing is great quality. It's dense, it's heavy, but I just really wanted to go for like that kind of edgy, like 90s moment and just have it be really cool and, you know, chic. And again, people at this event were all overdone. Some people had some almost Lady Gaga-esque looking outfits. People had glitter and, you know, all that crap, which is great if that's you and you commit to that look 24/7. But if you're not into that and you just show up to one-off event like that, and then the rest of the events you go to, you're not like that, like it just kind of becomes a little bit weird. So definitely try to balance out, you know, vintage with something that's more eclectic, with something that elevates the outfit. So I had like my really cute, you know, shoes on with this. Then I had the bomber, which was like a really cool moment. It was a little bit more of like an understated statement piece, which I loved. As you guys can see, Rihanna, Kim K, a lot of those celebrities, you see them with like these oversized coats. It's just really a moment without it having to be over the top. Like it wasn't dragging on the floor, it's not a cape, it's not glitter. It's just something that adds that little bit of effortless, you know, chicness to an outfit, I guess. Okay, number 4, this burlap-esque, chunky, crunchy top with the black things on it. Okay, so this was actually an interesting thing because this was also Fashion Week. I think the same year that I did the Marco event. So I had like my different outfits for different shows. So I actually did this outfit for there's a fashion show that I usually try to make it to like once a year, where it's a bunch of like graduate students from different colleges and stuff showing their lines, and they're kind of like the top of the top from their specific schools. So I love going to these and just seeing like what the designers have, just because as an up-and-coming artist, dancer, model, vixen, whatever, it's always good to go to those types of fashion shows because you can connect with different designers who are up-and-coming, who might just let you borrow their outfit for free to a specific event just to get their name out there, just to get that tag from you and saying like, oh, I'm wearing so-and-so. They're trying to get their names out there to different celebrities and stuff too. So them being able to meet an up-and-coming artist and you guys being able to work together is a really great option. So this particular outfit, I got this, it was like a really crunchy type of thick cottony top button down that I had gotten from the same thrift store, Hope of the Valley. And this top was actually less than $5. And I know this for a fact because I wore it in my Make Ugly Clothes Cute video that I do. I'm planning on adding more to that series. It's just we've been stuck in the house and I can't get to my local thrift stores. But I have a series called Make Ugly Clothes Cute where I try to buy things that are less than $5 and try to like flip them up and make them look nice. So I go around to the thrift store, I grab like ugly stuff that's super cheap, and I ask the girls in the store, is this cute or is this ugly? And they usually tell me off the top like, oh, that's hideous, or oh. And every once in a while I get that one girl who kind of has the same mindset as I do. She's like, well, it's terribly ugly, but I feel like you can flip it and like make it like a moment. And I'm like, yes, that's exactly the mindset that I have with this. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna just show you guys how I can make this ugly thing look cute, and I wore it to Fashion Week. So I was like, okay, this boxy top is a really ugly shape. It makes me look like I'm pregnant when I'm not, and it just doesn't do anything for my body whatsoever. So I decided to do an off-the-shoulder moment, tuck it in, with my high-waisted black pants, wore my chunky thrifted heels, and then did like a really cute thrifted ASOS bag that I got from a thrift store on eBay. So you can also thrift online. If you're not sure how to do that, I can link that above here, because I mean, you might just want to start picking up some things for your wardrobe now that we're in quarantine. That way, when you step out of your house, you're not looking like the apocalypse can get you. But it ended up being a moment again. Photographers were coming to me, they were taking my picture, they were like, oh, you look great, blah, 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 whatever. Because again, some people showed up like, okay, Fashion Week is very, very different from the club. Stuff that you would wear to the club, look, sexy and cute and attract somebody, is very different than what you wear at Fashion Week. Fashion Week, you want to be chic, you want to be elevated, you want to be edgy, you want to stand out. Whereas when you're at the club, everything's like short and tight and glittered and lifted and, all of that. That is not Fashion Week. So don't run over to Forever 21 and get yourself a little glitter club dress and say, oh, I'm going to Fashion Week. It's a no. There's gonna be 3 or 4 other people that thought the same thing, and you guys will probably have the same dress. I ended up really loving this outfit. Now, I will say the one thing that elevated this look were my sunglasses. Those were not thrifted. Those were actually pretty expensive. I think those were my Prada sunglasses that I got when I was in Vegas, which, oh, I adore them. But I mean, think about it this way. If you have 1 or 2 expensive accessories or something like that in your closet, and you run over to the store and spend, $20 on a thrifted outfit, you can automatically elevate that look in like a second if you have just an accessory to make it pop off. Oh, number 5. Okay, this was one of my, these are all my favorites for different reasons, but I just loved how effortless and chic this outfit was. This is my ladder knit top that I got from a thrift store in Britain on eBay. So I love shopping internationally for thrifted stuff. I think it was like 20 bucks, and it was handmade. So I'm like, wow, this person must really be trying to get rid of this, stuff. And it's actually like a really almost like sexy resort type dress that you could wear like over a swimsuit, but it's just, the material is just so amazing that I just wear it out as a top. So I put that on. I had like a little kind of bralette thing that I think I had gotten at Target or Walmart or something like that. Like, I had this thing for years and it just kind of sat in my closet. So I put that little bralette underneath it just to kind of cover up a little bit. And then this skirt, okay, this skirt looks amazing. Of course, it has like a little bit of glitter in it, like a little bit of sequin accent. This skirt was $3 downtown in the clothing bins. So for those of you that have ever gone to Santee Alley, I don't know what the equivalent would be for like New York or Miami or whatever, but downtown here in LA, we have this place called Santee Alley, which is essentially a whole kind of like street of clothing stores, but it's a lot of times just like little mom and pop shops that sell like bulk clothing to like stores at the mall and things like that, like boutiques and stuff. But they make the stuff super, super cheap, and a lot of times if they have leftover, they just throw it in a bin and it's like a free-for-all. They're like, oh, everything in there is less than $5. So that skirt was actually $3, and I had gotten 2 of them. I had that color and I had like a heather gray type color as well. So this outfit, I showed up, and the reason I wore this specifically was because for this LA Fashion Week, this particular show was outdoors in Beverly Hills, like at this, well, no, it wasn't a mansion. It was more like a small, like mini villa type thing. But they had a pool, and then they had like the chairs going alongside of it. So I was like, I need something that speaks effortlessness. I need something that's slightly resort, but very like P. Diddy White Party, esque. That was like the vibe that I was going for. Like, not totally a all white look, because I knew since it was going to be at a pool, a lot of people were going to go for that. So I thought, okay, let me just do like something that's very, very chic, something that's very like Beverly Hills, like, I just wanted that whole look. So I loved this look, and people were just giving me compliments all day on it, and it was super cheap. Like, my whole outfit was less than $30. So I mean, that just shows you right there, really, get involved with your local thrift stores. Go in maybe once a week, maybe once every other week, just to make a trip. Get to know the employees there. They started to tell me, when new things came in. At one point in time, I was dating a guy who worked at the Goodwill, and he would call me and be like, hey, so-and-so, this celebrity just broke up with their boyfriend, and they came and dropped off a bunch of stuff at the Goodwill. Like, you need to get down here stat, because that would happen a lot of times. Or, oh, this celebrity's assistant just dropped off stuff. So you just never know what you're gonna find, and it's something that you could just keep in your closet and just pull out when it's time for those parties and stuff and those red carpet events. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this where I talk through outfits on my Instagram page or outfits from my events and stuff, like the ones in my vlog series, let me know. But like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual. Make sure to do well and be well, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.